Good morning. God is love. Yesterday, I posted just to know the love of Christ is to be filled with all the fullness of God. So, if God is love, and what Christianity is supposed to be is we are supposed to be being transformed into that image. The image that was lost in the garden, He came to restore. So it's about us coming back into that image that was lost. So if God is love, His followers should be loving, right? So it's about us being reconciled to the love of God and then us becoming that love and then being that light wherever we go. That light of hope, that light of love, that light of compassion. And then you're in a posture of, that's why he says, if anyone come after me, they must deny themselves, pick up their cross and follow me. So it's denying yourself. The first thing you have to do is deny yourself. See, because what happened is because of the fall, we are in need of love, right? It's broken because now all of a sudden we were meant to be love, but instead now it's broken and we're in need of love. That is the most freeing thing when we can come to the end of ourselves and become love. That's beautiful. Now all of a sudden you're not in a posture of insecurity and fear and anxiety and all those things. You could just become love and be able to not be thinking about yourself all the time. And that's where I was. First 44 years of my life, I was always thinking, what's in it for me? You know, even when I was doing loving things, it was coming from a place of I want people to think I'm a loving person. So it's coming from a place of insecurity instead of being free. Freedom is being in Christ. Freedom is not being so centered in self to think of what's in it for me. It's being free to be able to love people unconditionally. It's a beautiful place to be. So it's not asking. A lot of Christianity we think of as, it's asking Jesus into my heart so that I can go to heaven someday. That is still rooted in self. The prosperity gospel is rooted in self. I'm going to give my life to God and He's going to bless me, bless me, bless me. That is self-centered by root. But freedom doesn't come in that, because what happens if He doesn't bless you? Now all of a sudden you're thinking, well, does God love me? It's all rooted in the love of God. God is love. He loves you. He desires the absolute best for your life, and yet we settle for less when we go off and we sin. Sin just means I'm missing the mark. I'm doing something outside of what I was really created for, because we were created in His image. We were created to love Him and love one another. And that's going to be the fruit from your life when you submit your life to God and trust in Him. God is love. And it says, those who do not love do not know God, right? For God is love. They will know that you are my disciples by the way that we love one another. Why are there so many denominations and people, they throw up walls? Because they don't really know God. It's all about knowing Him and knowing your created value and your destiny, and you're loved and you're accepted in the beloved. And then out of that, the fruit from that life is you're free and you're able to just love people. It's a beautiful place to be. Now all of a sudden you have compassion for people that are struggling instead of self-justifying. That's exactly what happened in the beginning. So today the message is just God is love, and it's about us being transformed more and more into His image. We become more loving. Anyway, I love y'all. I hope you have an amazing day.